Great energy from the guys. Looking forward to kickoff. Earlier today, got a chance to talk to Bobby, and looking forward to having him here and being able to celebrate, this kickoff classic with Johnny Majors, recognizing him and his family and his efforts, what they've meant to Tennessee football. So excited to have him here this weekend and be a part of our coin toss in that celebration, and looking forward to kickoff, man. Guys are excited and time to go play. You guys got any questions?
On punt return, what are some of the considerations on whether to have one guy back there, two guys back there to keep those rolls on rugby-style kicks?
Some of it's just what you're seeing from the other side of the football, and if they're rugby and spraying the field, making sure that you got guys back there to contain it. Also, you're looking at what are the potential fake opportunities, making sure that you're defending the field.
Dan and Austin.
Yeah, Josh, I was curious about some of Joe's plays against Bowling Green. Seems like he was flat-footed back in the pocket a couple of times. Just kind of what's your thought process on teaching that, and kind of maybe your comments to him when you were going back over that with him when watching the film?
He got off balance a couple times, but things that he's done right, and I think he'll be in a better position here this week.
Coach, with Cooper questionable in the game, what guards have maybe had a good week of practice? I mean, is it Ollie's job? Is there a guy like Kingston Harris coming along? Who's impressed you thus far?
Yeah, if Cooper wasn't able to play, you'll see a little bit more rotation there this week. But here in the last 48 hours, Coop's made some really good jumps here, and so we'll find out Saturday morning where he's at and whether he's able to go or not.
Rob?
Coach, I know you didn't play him last year, but you played Pitt in 2018, 2019, and averaged about 40 points in both those games. What did you guys do offensively that you were able to have that much success against them?
In some ways, you got to be patient. You got to be able to create some big plays in the run game and the pass game. This is a physical football game. Difference in the game between the 2 years, in particular, was the turnovers early, and not taking advantage of some of the opportunities. In 19, started extremely slow with some things that we could have controlled on offense, and some things that they did too, but made some adjustments during the course of the game, started to make some plays. It's a good football team in all three phases, but on the defense side of it, veteran, physical, front seven. Their safeties do a great job in run support. You got to create some seams and make some big plays, and it's going to be man press on the outside. You got to be able to make some one-on-one plays.
Mike?
Josh, have you had any players affected by COVID since the season started, and could that affect any availability for this weekend?
Our COVID situation, guys are continuing to do a pretty good job inside of the building and outside of it too. Our vaccination rate continues to climb. We're above 85%. You just want guys to be safe and take care of themselves, take care of their families, and take care of their team.
Yeah.
What are some of the specifics? You kind of talked about Kenny Pickett a little bit and how long he's been here. Yeah. He's been in college football, but what are the specific things that are important against him?
Yeah, just unique. We've played him 3 times in 4 years, and he's been there for all 4 years, obviously. A guy that's just continued to get better, and his ability to make plays, and part of that's just processing. I think he understands his hots, he gets rid of the ball on time, he's accurate, he's got great command of what they're doing, has a ton of experience, and for us, we got to do a great job of contesting plays on the outside, do a great job in some of their underneath mesh schemes of passing things off and playing it out, and then you got to make him uncomfortable and push the pocket. That's typical of any veteran quarterback that you're trying to play, but certainly he's got a ton of experience and guy that they put the ball in his hands, and it's a big part of the game.
Back left to Eric.
Jerry Mack said that he had a conversation with Jalen Wright following the game on Thursday, just about his play and everything. How has he responded this week, given a full week of practice?
Everybody in this program's got great confidence in him. That's based on what we've seen from him consistently as he's continued to grow from his first practice on the field to who he is now. We expect him to play at a really high level when given the opportunity, and everybody's got great trust in him.
You've talked a couple of times this week about making the jump from week 1 to week 2. Have you seen that in practice this week, and what have been your thoughts on the retention from evaluating film from the game?
The first time we've played in all three of these, I'm talking offense, defense, special teams. You played in with this staff, with these players, and in your schemes, and so you got an opportunity to certainly grow. A lot of coaches say week 1 to week 2 can be your biggest improvement. I think you got a chance to continue to improve and make big jumps throughout the course of the year. That's what really good football teams do. I do think, obviously, that we have an opportunity to jump in who we are, how we execute, how we play, and communicate. And this is a big test for us. It's a good football team. Our guys are excited, and they've had a great week of preparation. I like the mindset, the mentality, and the effort that they've shown up until this point. You got to finish it off the right way in the last 48 hours to give yourself a chance to play as clean as you can and play with great effort.
Hey, Coach, I believe you were asked about this yesterday. Did Tyon Evans practice today? Will he be available this weekend?
I don't have any comment on any of our guys' injury, where they're at. And like I said, we always show up and make those determinations on Saturday. We're still a long ways away from kickoff.
Austin?
What kind of week has Jimmy Callaway had? And then, what were your thoughts on Jimmy Holiday last Saturday?
Yeah, Jimmy, just with the shoulder, and talk about Jimmy Holiday, shoulder, and, early in training camp getting nicked up. Hasn't had a lot of time on task of actually being on the field with us. Guy that athletically and who he is inside of our program, we got a lot of trust in. Looking forward to seeing him continue to develop. Got a chance to be a good player on the offensive side of the football and on special teams too. And so we got some action in special teams. He's going to have to play a major role for us there here early in the season. Looking forward to him having a good year.
I'm sure you guys self-evaluate every part of the program, especially during game days.
Try to. Yeah.
What'd you think of the coaching staff from an administrative standpoint, communication? How did that all work from your standpoint?
I thought it was really pretty seamless. A couple things that creeped up early in the football game that can be a little bit better just from different phases of the football game working together. But I thought, between trainers, right, your strength and conditioning staff, communicating situations that are coming up as far as special teams, communication of getting guys off the bench and getting ready for their opportunity, and then offense, defense, and special teams, just the communication during the course of the game, I thought it was handled pretty well.
Last question.
Josh, what was your assessment of the offensive line last week and pass protection in particular? And looking ahead to this week, do you expect a bigger challenge, I guess, with Pittsburgh?
Yeah, certainly. You just look at what they've done historically, ability to put pressure on the quarterback. It's a huge part of their success on the defensive side of football. It changes the field position in the game, too, and the hidden yards. And, for us, everybody being in sync up front is going to be critical. I thought for the most part, our 5 guys up front did a really good job. Had a breakdown just in the running back and in protection. But it's everybody. It's Hots breaking off. It's your protection being in sync. It's your quarterback being able to adjust it and get it right and put the bigs on the best matchups. I don't care if it's the run game or the pass game. It takes everybody operating together, all 11. And so there are some positives, but things that we can be a whole lot better this weekend. This will be a big test based on what they do, with their front and the pressures, all 3 downs.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. You guys have a great day.
You will.